You want a housewife? I'll give you a housewife, honey.
I think Lisa really did come for Colton. What is up, everybody? So, the outside the game Traitors drama is a lot more fun to talk about than the actual episodes, as I depicted yesterday. It was a struggle for me to watch and a struggle for me to talk about. But Lisa Rinna has come out on social media to talk a little bit about the reunion that they taped a few days ago. And seems as though she went full housewives at the reunion, as did Candiace. Candiace was hyping that up before the reunion. You know, housewives know how to do reunions. They're supposed to be confrontational and they're supposed to be dramatic. Let's listen to a little bit of what Lisa had to say about what went down at this reunion.
We shot the reunion yesterday. Let me just say one thing. Everything was taken care of. Whether you'll see it or not, I don't know because I don't have control over that. But I can tell you that, yeah, you know what needed to be done, and it was done.
Now, she is saying that she really brought it here at this reunion and she doesn't know if it is going to actually be seen or not. She is not in control of the editing. And from what we've seen this season with the editing, they like to leave a lot on the cutting room floor so that they can push the few people that they wanted us to see this season for whatever reason. As she goes on, though, I think it kind of plays into this conspiracy theory, if you will, that we've had over the past several weeks now when it comes to the show and producers protecting Colton and maybe not wanting people to bring up his stalker criminal past, because she went on to say that someone wanted a housewife and they got it.
Because, if you want a housewife, I'll give you a housewife, honey. 8 years.
During the season, Colton was the one that was saying he wanted Lisa to be a housewife. He was afraid of the housewives. And there's been a little bit of tension on social media where Lisa and Colton are concerned. Lisa was the one a few weeks ago that mentioned that she was shocked to find out that Colton was a stalker. And then that's when there was even more pushback against Colton, more of an uproar against Colton, and that's when producers put out their little statement to be nice to our cast. So I think Lisa really did come for Colton. There are these rumors out there now that Colton maybe even walked off of the reunion set and threatened not to return because Lisa asked him about his holding her hostage comment. Now, this is just a rumor, but it's a very believable rumor because this is coming from Colton, who never wants to be held accountable. We have talked for weeks how he just plays the victim, despite him wanting to always be in the spotlight. If he does something bad, or if he did something bad, and he did do something very bad in the past from a different reality show, he wants it swept under the rug and never talked about again. This person online is saying allegedly he came back during the reunion and nobody was allowed to reference his stalker past. There's been this conspiracy theory that Colton and Rob cheated and somehow he was tipped off by Rob that Rinna and Candiace were traitors. And now Colton is being allowed to control the narrative at the reunion. This person's calling it BS. So I don't know if I fully believe this. I don't know if Colton walked off the set and made all these threats that you can't talk about the stalker allegations or I won't come back to set. But it's also very believable because that's how Colton acts the entire time. Can't bring up the shit that he did. But with Lisa talking about the fact that that she brought herself as a real housewife like somebody wanted, that was definitely Colton. People have also documented that Colton has unfollowed Lisa Rinna since the taping of the reunion, which kind of plays into more of this. I hope Lisa did bring it to Colton. Somebody needed to, because this cast has walked a fine line of wanting to act like they are just so helpful to others. This entire cast has been about the facade of what these people allegedly really are. This all happened with the whole Michael Rappaport comment to Colton, where they all acted like Michael was the worst person in the world. The game had to stop because we have to vote out Michael, and Colton was using his sexuality as a weapon. Hopefully this is true and Lisa did come for Colton. And I think she did. I just don't know to what extent, and I don't know to what extent we're going to actually see. Rob has allegedly also unfollowed Candiace. As we know, Candiace was going to go hard against Rob. Now, listen, I love Candiace. I don't know if she should be going this hard against Rob over a game, but at the same time, as I said, the housewives are used to these very dramatic reunions where you have to get it all out there, talk about your season, and put out there everything you didn't like. And so that's what they're going to do. It's the reunion episodes of some of these housewives seasons are the best episodes of the season. I don't know why other reality shows don't have reunions. And it's not like the housewives started it. The Real World started the good dramatic reunions way back in the day. And I think the gamer community of Survivor and Big Brother, who wants everything to be about the game, don't understand this for some reason, because Survivor for so many years back when they did actually have reunions had the most cookie cutter reunions possible. And then Big Brother, who definitely should have reunions because they have the live feeds to talk about and all that drama, they avoid reunions at all costs, really. I mean, they'll bring people back for the finale, but they'll talk to the people that have been home for like 2 seconds. They'll ask them one question. So at least Lisa and Candiace are providing us with something to look forward to when their reunion comes, if the editors do their jobs, which I don't think they will. But it does sound like Lisa and Candiace and Michael were probably some of the loudest voices at that reunion. But we do have that to look forward to, even if it will be badly edited. But it's more to look forward to than the rest of the actual episodes. So a shorter video today, but I did want to talk about this because it's good to see Lisa bringing some mess. I think this is what Colton wanted. And I do think Colton's comment with his history about holding Lisa hostage was a very interesting term to use with his history. And so I just know Lisa probably had fun with that, and Colton probably cried about it like the fake victim that he loves to be.